Speaking of our grass, it's actually doing quite well in this weather, Ashley.
Oh, I know. It's hard to keep up. I mean, with the rain and the warmer temperatures that we did have, I mean, it was just growing super quickly. Now, as far as mowing, though, if your grass is tall, well, you want to get outside this morning and get it clipped because starting this afternoon, we are tracking rain chances. So let's go ahead and start with that mowing forecast over the next 3 days. Yellow light today, just because once we get past 2 o'clock this afternoon, well, widespread rain will start to be rolling in, and then off and on chances tomorrow, and we'll even have those chances lingering into Thursday. So it's going to be a cool and kind of soggy setup throughout the rest of the work week. Still a beautiful golden glow over Belleville Lake as we're taking a live look, and we are just past sunrise. 41 degrees over at Metro Airport, same in Ann Arbor, 38 in Howell, and 41 in Port Huron. And we have a northeasterly wind close to about 10 miles per hour. So that might make it feel a smidge cooler than those actual air temperatures, but it is cooler than where we were 24 hours ago. That 24-hour temperature change close to about 10 degrees cooler across the heart of the metro area. And so that cooler than average trend sticking with us along with this wet pattern that we are following. So that low pressure system that's off to our west that's kind of pushing out of Omaha right now. Ahead of it will be the rain showers into Chicago. That's going to push eastward and creating unstable conditions for us for a stretch of days. Now, we don't have a severe risk. That's going to be south because of where the fronts will be passing through. And so from Illinois off to the southern tier of Ohio into the Ohio Valley is where there's a severe risk today. We just have inconvenient rain and really inconvenient temperatures for this time of year, as we are lucky to top out around 60. I think we'll have a lot of upper 50s out there, especially as that rain rolls in, but we'll be on either side of 60 for a stretch of days, and rain chances increase after 2. Here's an hour by hour look at what we're tracking so you can see when it arrives in your neighborhood. So 2:30, Lenawee County, southwestern tier of Washtenaw County starting to see some of that rain. But by the time we get to 5, evening rush hour drive, dinner, or maybe some after school activities, a little more widespread, and that's going to continue to lift. So by 6, 7, 8 o'clock, most of southeastern Michigan dealing with steady rain. That will lift more so into the thumb region just after midnight, but we have more waves developing going into tomorrow morning, especially to our north by tomorrow afternoon, scattered across the area. And so those are the off and on chances that I'm speaking of, as it will be just a very wet pattern really through the end of the work week. I'll show you why, because come Thursday, this is a long range model, so it kind of overdoes the rain, but it shows you where the moisture will be. And that low pressure system off to our east becomes a little more stagnant, kind of just dancing around itself. So that's going to keep those rain chances on the back edge through Thursday, and maybe even a possible drizzle on Friday. Although I think we'll be drying things out. It'll be less prominent than what we have on tap for the next couple of days, but at least we're drying out going into the long holiday weekend. Mid 60s on Saturday, upper 60s for your Sunday, Monday. I think either side of 70 really on Monday. Pleasant for Memorial Day, maybe not pool weather. There is a slight chance for some rain, and so we're going to keep a close eye on that day by day as we get more data coming in. But the gradual warm up will start this weekend, and hopefully we can take that next week and beyond.
Well, speaking of the weather, you know, the temps, they're just, they're staying low.
And, you know, we're gearing up for the Memorial holiday weekend, which, of course, we always hope is going to be warm. People want to get outside.
The unofficial start.
It won't be too cold, too hot for the grill. So think about it like that. You'll be able to grill and be comfortable at least.
But the pool, the lake.
Right. I feel like we should have a poll of like what people really enjoy this time of year, because you have some folks that are like, yeah, bring on the 80s. I want to be on the water. And then others are like, I don't want to sit outside when it's in the 80s. I just want to be on my patio like 70 degrees and it's pleasant. So what I'm telling you is I can't please everybody.
No, you can't. But you do try. You do try.
I try my best.
Fall short, but you try.
Tell us how you really feel,
Darnell, go find your electric mower and have, if you were with us earlier, you know that Darnell gets very excited about his electric mower. Get out there this morning and mow, because by this afternoon you won't be able to do it. So downtown Detroit, we are looking at 44 degrees, but we have 40s across the board. So 41 in Ann Arbor, same in Pontiac, 46 in Monroe, east-northeasterly winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And so, yeah, pleasant conditions will build back in for the weekend. It's just not going to be pool type of weather unless you're a little kid. I mean, they can handle the cooler conditions in the water, but I've gotten softer with my age. So satellite and radar, you can see that rain starting to push into Chicago and cross Lake Michigan, southern edge of the lake there, and crossing into the state line. So really that Cass St. Joe area of lower Michigan will likely see that rain first. It'll take some time to work its way into southeastern Michigan, but it'll be more of an afternoon event. Now, as far as a severe threat, we don't have that. Those fronts that were attached to the low that I just showed you, that creates the instability, the clashing air, and you get that threat for severe weather down into Illinois, Indiana, Carolina and the Ohio River on south. But for us here, we just have the instability from the low pressure system that creates what I'll just call nuisance rain and cooler temperatures from the rain as well. So we're going to be right around 60 this afternoon, and some areas might even struggle to crack 60. So I'll call upper 50s in some of the burbs. Rain chances, though, will build in once we get past, I would say, 2 o'clock or so. And that's going to start from the south to the north. Let me show you here the timeline. I'll stop the clock 2:30. Jackson, Adrian, getting some of that rain, so it might not be quite towards Metro Detroit yet, but that will lift. And by the time we get to 5, dinner hour, evening rush, rain showers are building in across the heart of the metro area. Northern communities might still take a little more time. And so actually our northern suburbs might be a smidge warmer today just because they get a little more sunshine before the rain arrives. Now, rain is widespread by 7, 8 o'clock. That persists into tonight. Now, after midnight, some of that lifts and it'll be a little more consistent into the thumb region throughout tomorrow morning, but we're not done with the rain, even if you're waking up to some drier conditions tomorrow morning. In fact, by the afternoon hours, we will see some scattered rain chances building in. And my clicker just doesn't want to advance anything. So there we go. Some scattered rain chances around 5 o'clock tomorrow, and then we'll hold on to those off and on chances as we go into Thursday. So tracking showers for you. You see how that low pressure system by Thursday midnight in the morning is off to our east. But it's not moving east. It's kind of dancing around itself. So as that moisture wraps counterclockwise, it continues to bring rain chances to our area off and on all the way through the end of the work week. Now we should start to dry out, but hold on to a little cloud cover Saturday, 66. Touch warmer Sunday, 69. We'll be right around 70 on Monday. I call that pleasant if you're just sitting outside, maybe taking in a parade, grilling. But if you're wanting to, enjoy some of the pools that open on Memorial Day, it's going to be a little cool. Now there is a slight chance for some showers to build in Monday. We're a week out, so I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket quite yet. But just note that there could possibly be a stray little shower on Memorial Day.